Hey brother, and greetings future Dark Lords of the world. Today we're going to be discussing one of the most infamous wizards of all time, Voldemort. Do you pronounce the T, is it Mort or More? I just feel pretentious saying more, so I'm saying Voldemort. And the lengths he went through to achieve immortality, specifically through Horcruxes. Where did he go wrong? What did he do right? And what steps can you do to ensure that your Horcruxes aren't destroyed by a 17-year-old boy? All that and more in today's video. Hey, brother! Number 7. Harry Potter. Honestly, not even sure we could count Harry as one because Voldemort didn't even intend to make him one, but he was, and it was one unfortunate mistake of a Horcrux. Pro tip for future Dark Lords: do not make your main enemy a vessel for your soul. Totally horrible idea, backfires in every way. Instead of hidden from everyone else, Voldemort himself can't find Harry. Do you know how annoying it is to lose your keys? Multiply that by at least 3. And that's what it's like losing your soul. Also, Harry can now see into his mind, a trick that Voldemort uses in reverse exactly once to fail to retrieve the prophecy. And the soul acts as a shield to protect Harry from dying the second time he tries to kill him, so yeah. Rookie mistake. Number 6, Nagini. So if you're trying to be immortal, maybe don't put your soul into something mortal. Is it mortal or moral? No, yeah, mortal. Sorry, I'm having trouble with my silent T's today. Furthermore, maybe don't send said living mortal being out into battle. You lock the inanimate objects like in dark hidden places, and then you leave the living being right out in the open. If you want it to kill stuff, fine, but maybe don't send it against like an army. Amateur hour, Voldemort. Amateur hour. Number 5, the Diadem of Ravenclaw. Now, you might think that this would be higher on the list, but it's not, because Voldemort doesn't put his own protections on it. He relies on those that are already in Hogwarts, and I guess I can see why you might do that. Like, you must be a Hogwarts student and be clever enough to find the room of requirement and then need to use the room of requirement to hide something, and then while in the process of hiding that something, find the diadem and put it on. So yeah, seems kind of hard to get to. So what was his mistake? Have you seen this room? Apparently every wizard that has ever existed has dumped something inside of it. It's so full of stuff that apparently those first 3 requirements, however unlikely, are being met all the time. What is it with wizards and hiding stuff? Is this why Hufflepuffs are a thing? Because they're good finders? Also, how is the room not just like common knowledge at the school if that many people have found it? Really, it's kind of lucky that nobody ever did try it on, because you know what anybody ever does when they're in the presence of a tiara or a crown or something? They try it on. Always. Hey look, a crown. Number 4, Marvolo Gaunt's ring. Finally, Voldemort starts hiding with his head. The ring is actually pretty well hidden, being buried in the dirt inside of his mother's old home. A dwelling that Voldemort actually decided he needed to put enchantments on. Smart. Bonus points for the effectiveness of using the Horcrux as a weapon, as it does, or, well, could have killed Dumbledore. What holds the ring back is that if you were looking into Voldemort's past, this is probably one of the first places you would look. His mother's old home is kind of obvious if you ask me. Number 3, the diary. Now, you might think that this should be lower on the list, but I actually disagree. The main thing that it has going against it is that it has little to no protection whatsoever, and it's just a common household item. But both of these actually work in its favor because no one suspects it, and the lack of protection makes it weaponizable, and it does a ton of damage and should have killed Mrs. Norris, Colin Creevey, Justin Finch-Fletchley, Hermione Granger, Ginny Weasley, and nearly headless Nick. 4 people and a cat and a ghost would be dead, or dead-er, if not for a series of reflection-related misfortune on the basilisk's part. I mean, can you imagine the conversations he's having when he gets back to the chamber? Did you get him? No? Get out of camera! camera! In any case, it comes closer than any other Horcrux to reviving Voldemort. The only real downsides are that it's only really dangerous at Hogwarts, and it's a 16-year-old Tom Riddle that only has memories up to that point in his life. Number 2. Hufflepuff's Cup. The cup is a great example of how to hide a Horcrux by taking advantage of existing security measures. Unlike the Diadem at Hogwarts, where any given high schooler can just walk in whenever they need to hide something, Gringotts offers immense and perfectly legal protection. The only person to ever break into a vault in the bank before was Voldemort himself, and this vault, Bellatrix's, was even deeper in the bank. Just getting in at all is nearly impossible unless you have the help of a goblin. Then you have to escape the multiplying treasure jinx, and then even after that, you still have to get out of Gringotts, which involves getting past a dragon, so good luck with that. You're an aspiring Dark Lord, I would definitely consider a vault at Gringotts International Wizarding Bank. All the security you need to keep your dark objects, gold and soul, safe. This video is brought to you by Gringotts International Wizarding Bank. Prices subject to change, results may vary. Member FDIC. Number 1. Slytherin's Locket. Take notes, people. This is how you hide a Horcrux. I mean, I think this could and should replace the phrase needle in a haystack. Man, you will never find it. It's like finding a locket and a potion in a basin, in a pond, in a cave, on the edge of a cliff in the middle of the ocean. Rolls right off the young. Seriously, if they were all this well hidden, Voldemort would have nothing to worry about. Because unless you somehow come across that one memory where Voldemort scared those kids by that cliff, you have no chance. Even when you find it, you have to sense the magically hidden door, correctly interpret that it needs payment, then correctly guess that that payment is blood, then find a rope to a boat in the dark. Personally, that one sounds like the hardest. Hope you brought 2 people with you, then survive drinking the potion that makes you relive your worst memories. Seriously, what is that potion? Essence of Dementor? And then fight off the Inferi. Voldemort must have giggled at the protection surrounding the Sorcerer's Stone. By comparison, it was laughable. But then an 11-year-old got through, so I guess in general it was laughable. The only thing that it really has going against it is that despite all of the obstacles, someone else got there before Harry. Final note to future Dark Lords, do not underestimate House Elves. They undermine Voldemort like 3 times. And there you go, that's our ranking of the Horcruxes from worst to best. For our question of the day, what do you guys think? Which ones are most well protected and which ones are the most dangerous? Be sure to let us know in the towel section down below, like this video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. If you'd like more Harry Potter Horcrux action from us, you can click right here to figure out how Dumbledore may have created a Horcrux, or right here to see how Harry may have ruined the Dursleys' lives. But Jay, that is everything that I've got for you today, man. I will see you on Tuesday.